So this is the core video, and best to do this in the morning because it is pretty energizing, but you could also do it kind of earlier in the evening, definitely not right before bed though. And we're going to warm up with some Agni Sara to get started. I describe how to do Agni Sara in the Agni Sara video that I previously recorded, so for the how-to and step-by-step of that, visit that video or check out that video. This time, we're just going to go straight through Agni Sara, very little explanation. So I'm going to go ahead and start standing with your feet really wide. Arms or elbows locked, shoulders shrug up to your ears, so belly's relaxed. So we'll start with kind of the basic cat-cow, inhale. And then as you exhale, chin to chest, pelvic floor comes in, belly pulls in, tailbone in, and inhale, release. And exhale. Inhale. So if you're new to Agni Sara, this is kind of what you stick with here, is focusing on pulling the belly in, or you could do the pause after exhale. Again, I talk about that in the video, Agni Sara video. Otherwise, we just go right into drawing the belly in and up with the pause after exhale. It goes like this, inhale. Exhale, chin in, pelvic floor in, belly in, all the way in toward your spine. And then we pause. And then we release, inhale. And I'm going to do the full Uddiyana Bandha here, lifting the belly in and up this time. Inhale. Exhale. Maybe I'll move a little closer, you can see it better. Inhale. Exhale. And from the angle here, and from the front. Keep going with me here. We're going to do about 3 more rounds. And last one. And then I'm going to come down to the back just to let that all sit for a minute. And we'll do some more of our practice down here on the back. So make your way onto your spine. Relax, rest. Okay, so we're going to first move through a dynamic twist, moving in and out on the breath. So knees to chest. And then we're going to bring the knees away from the body so that they're stacked on top of the hips rather than into chest, which, this forces the abdominal muscles to be engaged just a little bit more. So arms out to a T. And as you inhale, you're going to drop your legs halfway over to the right. And then as you exhale, pull your belly in toward your spine, and the legs will just follow. Inhale halfway to the left now. And exhale to center. And we keep going. Inhale to the right. Exhale to center. And left. Exhale. For a little more challenge, you can also do this with straight legs. In, right. Out, center. And left. Out, center. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Watch that your knees aren't drawing back toward your chest. Keep them stacked on top of your hips. Inhale. Exhale. Let's do one more to each side. Inhale. Exhale. And then to the left. soles of your feet together and open the knees. Arms at your sides or on your belly, and just relax here for a moment or two. Soften the belly, facial muscles. We're going to move on to some bicycles now. So let's go ahead and draw the knees in. You're going to lift your head and shoulders up off the mat. You're going to lift in these bicycles. We're lifting as much of the shoulder blades as possible. So your hands will support your neck. Put your hands behind your head. And we'll start by taking left elbow to right knee. Left leg goes straight up. So again, I'm lifting as much of the left shoulder blade off the mat as I can. And then same thing when I switch, as much of the right shoulder blade lifts now. So we'll go left and then right. Left, right. With the breath, inhale left, right, exhale left. Right, inhale, left, right, exhale, left, right, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, and go ahead and release. Again, Supta Baddha Konasana, relax and soften. Big, deep, nourishing breath. Right down into the low belly again, which is where we're sending all of our awareness with this video. Okay, so we'll be moving now through something that's called chakra rolling. So those of you that are familiar with the chakra system, which moves up the body, you'll sort of recognize it. But I'm going to talk about it in sort of layman's terms. That way, if there are people that are less familiar with the chakras, it's not so hard to follow. So we'll start on the back. And I'll just move slowly through the first one. So as you inhale, you lift up into bridge pose. Peeling your spine off the mat, and then as you exhale, you'll peel back down. So it's vertebra by vertebra, like a string of pearls. You set the spine back down. So then we take the legs up in the air, and what we're going to do is lift the hips off the floor, but we're going to work up the body. So here we just barely lift off the floor, working just the tailbone to lift up. So just a little tiny lift, and then back down. Feet to the floor. And we'll lift back up into bridge. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. This time we're going to work a little bit higher up on the body. So instead of lifting just the tailbone, we'll lift the tailbone and the sacrum. So just a little baby lift still, but a little bit more than the first one. And then back down. And again, inhale, lift a bridge. Exhale, lower. Now we're going to lift tailbone, sacrum, all the way up to the belly when we lift. Legs up, lift up to the belly, back down, back to bridge, inhale. Exhale, lower. This time we're going to lift to about the heart area. Again, legs up, and lift toward the heart. When you do these, keep your legs drawing in toward your body. And bridge, inhale. And exhale. Last one we're going to do, we're going to move up toward the throat. Be careful that you don't cram your neck into the floor. So legs up, lift up, and roll down. The slower you can do these, the better. Up into bridge, inhale. And exhale. Then we come back down. We'll lift to just the heart. And lift, inhale, bridge. Then to just the belly. And lift into bridge. Back down. And then just the tailbone. We'll lift up to just the sacrum, rather. The tailbone and sacrum lift. Back down, and then just bridge pose. And our last one, just the tailbone lift. Just a little baby lift. And one last bridge pose. Let's hold here. And on your next exhale, go ahead and release down. And we're going to make our way over to all fours, so you can sit up slowly. You can do spinal rolling, rolling over the feet if you like doing stuff like that. I do not. So starting with all fours, we're going to move into kind of a plank pose on the forearms, and we're going to hold that and move between that pose and Sphinx pose. So a number of ways to modify, I'll show you two ways. We're going to interlace the fingers. Elbows are underneath your shoulders. I don't know if you can see that very easily. My knees are on the floor here. That's kind of, it's not, I don't have my knees on top of my hips so much, because here the abdominal muscles aren't engaged. The knees are back, and the belly drops in. So you can hold the pose here, or you can lift the knees and do it here. Okay. So taking just a little bit of a break. We're going to hold the plank for about 4 or 5 breaths here. So either knees down or knees lifted. Hold and breathe. And then we're going to drop the knees, the belly, the hips. Open up your arms so that, you can't see this in the video, but my arms are now parallel like this on the floor. And Sphinx pose. And feel free to switch it up too. You don't have to do all of them on the knees or all of them with the knees lifted, you know. Listen to your body here. So we're going to do another one. We interlace the fingers again, plant the forearms, and lift up. I'm going to do this one with knees down. Deep breath. And then into Sphinx pose again. And last time, interlace the fingers, lift the belly, lift the hips, either knees down and knees lifted. And lower down, come back to Sphinx pose. And then make a little pillow with your arms. Grab hold of the elbows, scoot back so you can see, and rest your head on your arms. We're going to relax here for a couple deep breaths. One more here. Core muscles aren't just about the front of the body, and that's often what we lose in sort of a gym setting because they don't explore the whole body. Your core includes the back muscles as well. So we're going to help strengthen the back by doing some locust poses. So we'll bring the arms straight back. Turn your head to one side. And when you inhale, you're going to lift everything up off the mat. Legs, you can't see my legs very easily. Head and chest and arms. And on your next exhale, release, relax. You do that one more time. Take a few more breaths. And you're going to lift up. And release as you exhale. Let's press back into child's pose now. Round your spine. Sit back on the heels. Hold and breathe. I'm going to do a side stretch in child's pose. So I think you might be able to see this if I turn this direction. So this would be a basic child's pose. What we're going to do is walk to the side. So here I'm going to walk over to the left. Yeah, and then you're stretching through the right side body as you do this. And come back to center. Over to the right. Stretching the left side body. So this is not only helping to counter the core work that we've done, because we did a lot there in the obliques, but this is also helping to clear out excess kapha, thigh bends. And then back to center. We'll go ahead one more time and come down to the back. We'll lay down. And we'll take our reclined bound angle pose again. So soles of the feet together, knees open. And we'll conclude our practice here. I'll spend just a minute or two here, but if you have the time, stay a little bit longer. You can even take Shavasana after that, so Yoga Nidra, deep relaxation. Just take some time, breathe into your belly. Watch the rise and follow the belly with your breath. Know that you've done a good thing for your body and helping to kindle your digestive fire, your Agni, which again is one of the most important things that we can do for our health. So again, if you have some time, stay here a little bit longer. And thank you for joining me. Namaste.